Hi, this is a video for the motorsports instrumentation class at UNC Charlotte. For this video, I'll be demonstrating the Raspberry Pi based OBD logger that we created for this class. What you see here is a 7-inch screen for the Raspberry Pi, which is connected to the back of this assembly, which I have mounted with a camera mount and a 1/4-inch bolt to a 3D printed frame to have a Raspberry Pi on the back of it with a GPS, GLONASS, and the red cable is your OBD connecting cable, which connects from there down into your OBD port in your car. What this does is allows you to monitor your RPM, throttle, speed, and various other attributes of your car using this OBD system. Here I have displayed on the screen the directory for the Pi OBD that we'll be using, and the one log I have in the command prompt is python obdlog.py. That command will log your data as soon as you enter that into it, and you also have various other commands such as obd GUI.py beside my cursor, which will bring up a GUI display that will show your air temperature, throttle, all the things that you really need or ever want, but it keeps it in a display that's an active display and takes it actively off of the system. If you would like to record a log file, this is how you do it. You take this command here, you're going to use a keyboard that you have, and you're going to hit enter. Once you have this file, it's going to connect to the ECU, and once you see that, you will see your red light turn on, which will indicate that your ECU is starting to work, and also for this car, the ABS blinker starts to blink as well. To check if your file is actually writing, you can go to the file folder here and open the Pi OBD folder. Once you open this folder, you can go to the log file selection, and there you will see several log files that I've already logged and one that's getting now due to the time set right there. Some of the issues that I've run into go along with GPS data and being able to get the GPS to work. For instance, when I enter this, I do not get a import from the GPS, and I'm not sure what's causing this, but this will have to take some further digging to actually figure out what's going on here. Some other issues that I actually ran into, which weren't reflected by other individuals in this class, but it was the fact that when I updated my operating system for the Raspberry Pi to Pixel, it seemed to not really want to connect at all to any of the cars that I used it on. However, when I returned my system back to Raspberry and Jessie, it worked almost flawlessly instantly, and I'm not really sure why it does that, but it works much better now. Other issues with this system I have is that I'm currently running this off of a 120 volt inverter, so I have all these cables kind of just floating around everywhere, and I'd like to get this into a better, cleaner case and power system so that I don't have to power everything on two separate power supplies. And part of that is the reason is because this display here actually siphons too much power for the Raspberry Pi to power itself by just one USB import. Now that I've bored you enough with the details, here's a little clip of the class running these at ZMAX.
She ain't much of a dancer, but a song jamming like a mug. She got the number 1 slots in these cars. Young and
And lastly, here's the data from that run, and this is the imported CSV file or log file converted into a CSV, and there's your time, RPM, MPH, throttle, load, and fuel status that I was able to get off the engine. And that concludes my project. Thank you.